Onegaishimasu. Hi, good evening. It is February 12th. It's getting close to Valentine's Day, so remember, Valentine's Day this year is on Sunday, so keep that in mind. So for tonight's class, we'll go ahead and we'll still going over yokomenuchi. We'll do a review of how to do ikkyo omote, ikkyo ura, shihonage omote, and I don't believe we got to shihonage ura. We'll get to that. And then we might even move this into a couple more techniques. So with that being said, let's go ahead and stand up and start touching on. Go ahead and grab a Joe for this evening. If you don't have a Joe, that's perfectly fine. You can do everything still open-handed. We're going to use the Joe for a couple of things. We'll start off with a Tai sabaki or body motion exercises. So we'll first start with rotating or kaiten. So quick review. As I'm here, left or hidari hami, and I want to change. I want to pivot. I draw the full length, and then I just look behind and let the Joe come forward. When I do that, I'm now in right or miki hami. So my right hand, right foot in front. I do it again. Now I'm left hand, left foot in front. So let's just do this, about 4 times. So here, so draw, pivot, each. Draw, pivot, knee. Draw, pivot, san. Draw, pivot, shi. Okay, now, tenkan. Turn. Draw, start that same pivot. Now, as you draw that foot back, that same lead hand should come forward. As we draw, we pivot. If we bring that foot back, that lead hand should still, it should hopefully drive everything forward. So again, let's do 4. So here, so draw, pivot, right foot back, each. Draw, pivot, foot back, knee. Draw, pivot, foot back, san. Draw, pivot, foot back, shi. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and change right for miki hami. Same song, same dance, just a different leg. So we draw, pivot, left foot back, right hand goes forward. Each. Right hand, there you go. Draw, pivot. Now let that left foot come back, that right foot will come forward. Knee. Okay. Draw, pivot, foot back. San. Excellent. Draw, pivot, foot back. Shi. Okay. So we start with left hidari hami. Stepping and turning. Irimi tenkan again. This is the vernacular that I grew up with. I draw, step, pivot. As I draw that foot back, now my right hand, right foot are in front. I draw, step, pivot, foot comes back. Now I'm left hand, left foot in front. I'm back to hidari hami. Okay, so as we're here, draw, step with the right foot, pivot, left foot back. Each. Draw, step, pivot, foot back. Knee. Draw, step, pivot, foot back. San. Draw, step, pivot, foot back. Shi. Okay. So for tonight, we're going to be doing a lot of front foot tenchin. So we're going to go ahead and do 6 of these just to make sure that we know what we're doing. So as I'm facing into the camera, as I do a front foot tenchin, I would draw something's attacking my forward side at an angle. We're going to be doing yokomen or side head strike. So something coming in here. So I draw, take a look like, oh, there's something going to come hit me. As I move my foot back, my other hand comes forward because now my other foot's in front. Okay? So as I'm here, I draw, I acknowledge, I draw that foot back, other hand comes forward. Okay? So here we go. So we draw, acknowledge, foot back, each. Set. Draw, acknowledge, foot back, knee. Set. Draw, acknowledge, that's sun. acknowledge, that, shi. 2 more. Draw, acknowledge, that, go. That's 1. Draw, acknowledge, that, rope. Okay. Now we do the same thing coming to the right side. So here, right? Or miki hani. So we draw, look, that, each. Set. Draw, acknowledge, that, me. Draw, acknowledge, that, sun. Draw, acknowledge, that, sheep. More. Draw, acknowledge, that, go. Draw, acknowledge, that, rope. Okay, last, rear foot tension. So now our back foot's going to move. So do this into the camera first. So as we're here, so instead of something attacking from the back side, something's coming from our open side on this side of us. So we do the same thing. We draw, we acknowledge, oh, something's coming from there. My back foot moves, front foot slides. Notice my hanmi doesn't change. I still have my left hand, left foot in front, but I'm at an angle. Okay? So as I'm here, I draw, look, move back, reset. So here we go. Left, if that hanmi. We're going to do 4. So we're here. We draw, we look to our right because that's where something's coming. We draw our foot back, each. Set. Draw, acknowledge, back, knee. Draw, acknowledge, sun. Draw, acknowledge, shi. Okay, now right from the knee. So same thing. Now something's coming from the left side. So we draw, look to our left, and look at that, each. Yep, very nice. Draw, acknowledge, that, knee. Draw, acknowledge, that, sun. Left 1, draw, acknowledge, shi. Okay, so let's go put the jaw away very quickly, just so we do a quick recap and review. So we're going to go ahead and start with yokomneuchi, ikkyo, omote. I need to get my COVID-proof hard cap. Okay, so when we left off on Wednesday, our partner comes in, strikes yokome, side head strike. We're going to initially start with that front foot tenchin. As I'm here, notice hand, foot are in this alignment. Now, one way to start ikkyo, the way I'm showing, is we come up underneath, we raise this up, we step out, we don't punch partner, cut down. Then we step into our partner and away and pin. Okay? So strike comes in, we do our front foot tension, getting us at this angle. Hand comes underneath, raises up, cuts down. Then we step into our partner, then we step away and in. Okay? So, what does that look like with the jo? As we mimic an arm. So the jo, we're going to use as an arm analog or as an arm mimic, with the other end, hopefully, one end being a hand to represent the hand, the other end hopefully representing where their shoulder would stay. So if we're here, they strike yokomen, we would be doing this front foot tenchin. We're here. That other end over there is where my partner's shoulder's at. So I would raise up, cut down. As I cut down, notice this is where their wrist or hand would be. I got it higher than around here's where their elbow, there's their shoulder. Step in my partner, step away, and down to pin. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this 4 times just as a quick review. Oh, sorry, Ms. Victoria. He's
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something fast.
and I was nice to him.
I know, but it's not being.
Maybe he thinks he needs to go on a diet, I don't know. no good weight. So here we are. So left or hidari hami, yokomen is coming in. So we draw, we acknowledge, foot back, front foot tenchin. So we're here. So our right hand would come underneath, raise up, and then cut down. My right hand is kind of at the end of the jo. My left hand is kind of at the middle. The other end is pointing into the ground. Left foot steps into my partner, right foot steps away. Left knee down, right knee down, hands come down to pin. Okay? Would you be okay if I change perspective or would you, okay. So now we're going to try right or midi hami. So right hand, right foot in front. We're here. So yokomen is coming in. We draw, acknowledge, front foot tenchin. Okay, so we're here. Our left hand, left foot in front. The left hand comes up underneath, raises up, cuts down. What is that? What is that? What is that? Change your feet, change your hands. So try to match this big, yeah. Okay, so from here, you would step our right foot towards our partner, left foot away. Right knee comes down, left knee comes down. Hands down to pin. Okay, two more. We're going to go ahead and try to do these on the 90s. So here I am, left with hidari hami. So yokomen is coming in. So I draw, acknowledge, front foot tenchin. Oh, here. Right hand, right foot in front. Right hand comes up underneath, raises up, cuts down. Right hand is at one end of the jo. The left hand is kind of in the middle. The left part of the jo is pointed down. Left foot steps into my partner, right foot steps away. Left knee comes down, right knee comes down, hands come down to pin. Can we get up? Okay. Right to midi hami, last one. We're here. So yokomen is coming to this side of my head. I draw, acknowledge, front foot, tenchin. So I should have my left hand, left foot in front. Okay, from here, my left hand would come underneath. Yep, raises up, cuts down. So don't even sit, just cut it down. Just like that, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, there you go, perfect. Step that right foot towards my partner, left foot away. Right knee comes down, left knee comes down. Hands come down to pin. Okay, good. So put the jaws away for a second, just to work on the pen. And we'll do a quick two, just so we can get, so we can do the review and a couple of extra things for this evening. So on the review, so as we were to strike yokomen, if our partner does good front foot tenchin, it should draw us a little bit further out. Then from there, that hand would come up, down. And as they step into us, they knock us off balance. And as they step away, coming down to pin. So. Partners here, left or hidari hami. I'm also left or hidari hami, striking with my right hand. So over here, we step strike yokomen. They do front foot tenchin. It's going to draw us this way a little bit more. From here, they cut up and then cut down. My wrist should be higher than my elbow, higher than my shoulder. Now, as they step in toward me, I come down to my left knee. They step away from me. I come down to my right side and pin. Okay. So now it's just going to flip the perspective. Partners here, right or midi hami. I'm also right or midi hami, striking with my left hand. Over here, we step strike yokomen. They do good for tenchin, draws us a little bit more. Okay, now as they cut up and then cut down. Now, they step in towards us, knocking us off balance. They step away from us, bringing our shoulder down and into the ground and finish. So that's omote, ura. Hey, Kat, come on back here. Starts the same with a front foot tenchin. Okay, so for that front foot tenchin. Now from here, I come underneath. I now step. My back foot steps. I do irimi, tenkan, kaiten to bring my partner around. One knee down, second knee down, and in. Okay, so actually going to work a little bit better without count. So actually going to grab the Joe so we can see what's going on. Okay. So as we're here, that front foot yokomen comes in. We start with that same front foot tenchin. Now, remember, that's my shoulder. That's my partner's shoulder. I come up underneath. I step. Irimi. Tenkan. Kaiten. Okay? I want to make a little corkscrew or spiral. Then I would come down to hit. Okay? So let's try this together. I'm going to start left and hit Hami. Here. So yokomen comes in. It's going to come in, hit the side of my head. So I draw, acknowledge, front foot tenchin. My right hand comes underneath, and right now, just go ahead and hold it with your right hand. Now, as you step with your left hand, step with your left foot, left hand comes in. Here, that's our irimi or entering. Now we do our tenkan. So we bring that foot all the way back. Now we kaiten or pivot back to the front. Other way. Make it a big circle. There you go. Left knee goes down, right knee goes down. Hands come down to in. Okay, now changing perspective. So here we are, right or midihami, because if you like, you can face into the mirror, it helps. So as we're here, right or midihami, yokomen comes in, we acknowledge, front foot tenchin. Bam, here. All right, so now we need to get to the other side. So my left hand would come underneath, and my left hand is just going to hold it up. Just palm out, holding it right now. I step with my right foot, my right hand comes with it. Okay, now as I'm here, I tenkan, bringing that foot around. Now from here, I just pivot or kaiten. I should be back facing the way I started with my left foot in front. Okay, right knee goes down, left knee goes down, hands come down to pin. Okay, on the 90s. So here, yokomen comes in, we draw, front foot tenchin. Our right hand is in front. We grab with our right hand, and bring it straight up. Reverse the grip. Yeah, there you go. And now there you go. Nice. Now from here, take that left foot, step. Okay. Now from here, that's irimi. Now tenkan. Just pivot first. Turn. Good. Now as you kaiten, you're just going to pivot one more time. Yeah, you should have your right foot in front. Good. Left knee goes down. Right knee goes down. Hands come down to pin. Okay. Now, right or midihami. As we're here, yokomen comes in. So we draw, acknowledge, back. Left hand, left foot are now in front. We bring our hand up underneath, and then we grab. Yep, there you go. And then just let it come out to the outside of your arm. Yep, good. Now from here, we'll step with our right foot, hand comes in. Okay, now that's irimi. Tenkan. 180-degree turn. And now, kaiten. Oh, you should be here, left foot in front. Bring that right knee down. Left knee down. Hands down to 10. Okay, very nice. For the ukemi. As we come in and do yokomen, we're here. Do that same front foot tension. Should draw us up. Now, as our partner comes and steps on the outside of our arm, think of the elbow should come up, fingers should go down. You notice my whole body should be moving with it, if this is being done pretty well. As this happens, it's going to come around me. As it comes around, I'm going to have to make this circle around and corkscrew myself down into the ground as best I can without hurting my knees. So let's go ahead and do this together. We're just going to do two. Show partners here, left or hidari hami. I'm also left or hidari hami, striking with my right hand. So as we're here, we step strike yokomen. They do front foot tenchin, draws us over. Now from here, our partner steps, they do that irimi, our elbow goes up, fingers go down. As they do that tenkan, our hand is going to go back behind our hip. Our right foot comes around the corner. We come all the way down, they pipe in, and they're going to corkscrew us down into the ground. Okay. So now it's right or nigihami. I'm also right or nigihami, striking with my left hand. So as we're here, we step strike yokomen. They draw that front foot tension, draws us up a little bit more. Oh, you're right the first time. That's okay now. So from here, as they step, they do that irimi. Elbow goes up, fingers go down. Now, as we're starting to do that tenkan, our fingers are going to go back behind our hips. Our left foot's going to come around that corner, and they're going to corkscrew us down and into the ground. And okay. So now for shihonage, 4-direction throw, one way to do it. Starts off the same way. Now, once I'm here, I think of cutting across my partner's belly or opening up. It, for me, I've heard it referred to as sabaki. So as I come across, my partner will get 90 degrees. As my partner is 90 degrees, here, I step and raise. I step and raise, I kaiten to get back behind my partner. And ideally, I want to be able to see my partner's spine. And then I can cut down the throat. If we have a less than cooperative partner, then we can just take out the feet as well. Don't do that to your friends. They won't like it. With the jo as an arm mimic, what we're going to be doing, and this is one reason I really like the jo for this. Same front foot tension. Now from here, I draw across. So I square myself up. This is that shiho sabaki. Now from here, as I step forward, I raise. And then I kaiten or pivot. When I do that, I should have same hand, same foot in front. And then I can just cut down to throw my partner. Okay? So here we are, left or hidari hami. As we're here, yokomen comes in. We acknowledge front foot tension here. Now we do that shiho sabaki, so we draw across our partner. So it should only be 90 degrees at this point. Now we step with our left foot and raise. Now we kaiten or pivot. So our right hand, right foot are in front, and then we cut down to throw. Okay, so changing perspective, we're here, right from nigihami. So yokomen is coming to our right side. So we draw, acknowledge, foot back, front foot tension. So from here, we do our shiho sabaki. So we're going to bring it across the body. No, no, you have the hand in the right position. Yeah,
Hands across.
hands are good. No, no, hands are good.
And then just cross them over by your elbows.
There we go. And move your foot that way. There we go. Yes. Now, step with that right foot and raise. Now from here, kaiten or pivot. So you should have your left hand, left foot in front, and then cut down to throw. So 2 more on the 90s. Left foot down on knee. Yokome comes in, draw, acknowledge, front foot tenchin. Now from here, draw across. Shiho sabaki. Step with that left foot and raise. Kaiten, pivot. Cut down, throw. Okay, last one. Okay, right your knee behind knee. Here. So, Yokome comes in, we draw, acknowledge, front foot tenchin. Now from here, draw across. Shiho sabaki. Step with that right foot and raise. Kaiten, pivot. Cut down. All right, so we're doing ukemi. We come in here, we yokomen, they draw across. That's that front foot tension. Now, as they do the shiho sabaki, they're going to bring us out 90 degrees. Okay, I shouldn't be able to easily retaliate with my partner. As they step through, I'm going to slide. And it gets raised up, and then as a kaiten. So here, if my shoulders are over my hips, I'm pretty hard to throw. So my partner ideally should have my shoulders off my hips, and then as they throw, just come in and do whatever kind of ukemi seems appropriate. I know, it's gratuitous. So, there's 2, starting off here, left is that on me. Can also be left for that and having striking with our right hand. So we step straight, yokomen. They do that front foot tenchin here. Now they draw across, shiho sabaki at 90 degrees. As they step forward, we're going to slide our front foot with them towards, yep, and then they're going to raise this up. As they raise this up, I'm going to hopefully ideally have my shoulders off my hips. As they kaiten, and I step back with the right foot, down with the right knee, tuck, and then rolling on over. Okay. Partner 2, right or knee behind me. I'm also right or knee behind me. Striking with my left hand. So we step straight, yokomen, front foot tension draws us across. Now from here, they do that shiho sabaki. So we're going to have us come out 90 degrees. Now, as they step through, we slide that foot. As they raise, we lock our ear onto that elbow. As they kaiten, and they cut down, the left foot comes back, tucks, and roll. Okay. So that was a variant on yokomenuchi, shihonage, omote waza, or in front of the body. For behind the body, we're actually going to use some similar footwork. There's a lot of different variants. I'm going to show the one that hopefully builds off of the stuff we've already done. So we start with that front foot tenchin. Now, I keep the hand here. I'm going to step, irimi, this is all familiar now. Tenkan, I raise up, kaiten, and then throw my partner. Okay? So, without my COVID-approved partner, as we walk through it, as I'm here, that yokomen comes in, front foot tenchin. I've got my 2 hands on their 1 hand. I step with my left foot on the outside of my partner. I pivot. I draw that foot back. I raise up. I kaiten or pivot, and then I cut down. If you notice, the footwork should be a lot like we did the ikkyo ura. Only big difference being is now we do a raise up and a cut down. So this one we will do several times. So let's grab our toes. So as we're here, that yokomen comes in, we draw front foot tension. Okay, now from here, we're gonna step the outside. We're gonna pivot or tenkan. So our right foot comes back. Right foot comes back. Good. Now we raise up. And as we kaiten, our right foot should be in front again. Cut down to throw. Okay. Now right foot meeting on knee. As we're here, the yokomen comes in. We draw. Acknowledge. Bam. Here. Front foot tension. Okay. Now we want to get to the outside of this arm. So there's our shoulder. We step with that right foot on that outside. We tenkan. Yep, so bring the left foot back. Bring the left foot back. Good. We raise up. We kaiten. We cut down. Okay, let's do it in this perspective a couple more times. So here, left into that behind me. Yokomen comes in. We draw, acknowledge, foot back. Good. Now from here, we step with our left foot on the outside. We draw our right foot back as we pivot. That's our tenkan. We raise up. We tighten. Cutting down. Good. Here we are, right here behind me. Here, our yokomen comes in. We draw, acknowledge, front foot tension. So our hands stay on our partner's arm. We step with that right foot on the outside. We tenkan. We raise. We tighten. We cut down. Okay, good, very nice. Let's do two more. Here we are, left into that behind me. We draw. Stop. Right foot tension for that yokomen. Hands are on theirs. Step with that left foot. Irimi. Tenkan. Raise. Kaiten. Cutting down. Okay, last one. Here. Yokomen comes in. We draw. Acknowledge. Front foot tension. Now here we step with that right foot. Irimi. Tenkan. Raise. Kaiten. Cutting down. Okay. For that ukemi. As we come in and do yokomen, again, front foot tension, our partner's going to draw us. This time as they come to the outside, there's no drawing across. Instead, the hand will just kind of come straight up and back, okay? So as I'm here, it's striking, front foot tension. Now, my partner's going to come behind me. Ura-waza. As they come behind me, the hand's going to go with them. And it's going to raise up around here and off to the side. Okay? So here we go. Partners here, left into that behind me. I'm also left into that behind me. Striking the yokomen with my right hand. So as I step strike yokomen, they do that front foot tension, drawing me over. Now, as my partner steps to my outside, they do that irimi, tenkan. Now the hand is raising. It's back here. Now they do that kaiten, and they cut down. Right foot goes back, down to the right knee, tuck, and pull. Okay. Partners here, right arm behind me. I'm also right arm behind me, striking with my left hand. From here, I strike yokomen. They do that front foot tension, draws me through. Now they're going to step to my outside, irimi, tenkan, the hand raises up. Now as they do that kaiten, as they cut down, left foot comes back, down to the left knee, tuck, and then roll. Okay? Two more for the ukemi. Now I'm going to be facing the camera. So partners here, left into that behind me. I'm also left, striking with my right hand. But here, we step strike yokomen. They would draw. Good front foot tension. Now as my partner comes to the outside, they do that irimi, tenkan, that hand raises up. They do that kaiten as they cut down. Right foot comes back, down to the right knee, and rock and roll. Okay, watch one. Partners here, right ikami. I'm also right ikami, striking with my left hand. So from here, strike yokomen. They do the front foot tension, draws me a little bit more to that side. As they step to the outside, irimi, tenkan, they raise. As they do that kaiten, they cut down. Left knee goes back, down, and roll. Okay, so it's Friday. I always like to do one koshi. Just because, well, one, I like hip throws. And it's a good way to start to understand or learn about people's balance. That's what, for me, it's how to control your partner's balance. It's not like judo and everything else. So we're going to do what I would consider one of the, I want to call it easier hip throws, but one that hopefully everyone should be able to get to pretty easily. And we can also use the jo as an arm movement. So as we got to this ikkyo position here, all we're going to do is we're going to lift up with our left hand, come up underneath, and then get up underneath our partner. So this takes that ikkyo position with the arm and uses it to an advantage to do a hip throw. So as we're here and here, we got that ikkyo position, okay, that we had started off earlier. We don't cut down. Instead, when we have that cut up position from here, we're just going to step our right foot right next to our partner, and then I like to bring my right elbow in to hit my partner, but that's just a neat thing. And then from here, I scoop my hips in, there, and I need to move back away, and up and over. So, first I'll do it without the jo, so you can see what the body's doing. Then we'll add the jo in to add in a little bit of tactile portion of it. So as we're here, as that yokomen comes in, we do that same front foot tension here. Now we'll do that same cut up. Now as we cut up, we keep it at this upper position for a while, okay? Now the hand that's on the elbow, that's our magic hand. Okay? Because what it does is it stays there and it's going to push up. As it pushes up, we move in with our corresponding foot. Other foot comes in, hip width. We just sink our hips. As we sink our hips, we just then, well, the way I like to do my koshis is I like to take the full weight. Okay, so with our jo as an arm mimic, we're here. That yokomen comes in, we start that front foot tension. Now from here, we would grab it with our lead hand, and we have one hand at the end of the jo. Don't step in yet, don't step in yet. We're here and here. Yep. Now this hand, this back hand right here, this is your magic hand. So notice how I'm pushing up with this. As I push, I move my foot here and here, and then I have this straight up and down, and then I can let my partner down. Okay? That's in front of the back. It's okay. I don't think you've ever seen or done this, right? Okay, so we'll go nice and slow, don't worry. Usually we don't introduce koshis for a while, but I like to introduce them early because personal opinion, the sooner you're kind of exposed to it, the less scary it is when we start doing it. So here we are, left into that ihami. So as that yokomen comes in, we draw front foot tension here. Our right hand comes up underneath, and here we come up with it. So if you notice, right now I've got my left hand pushing up. Right hand's kind of down almost. Now, I'm gonna bring my left foot in. Right foot is hip width. I'm still pushing as I lower my hips. As I lower my hips, then I like to bring my left foot back to throw my partner. So their shoulder would go down there. Okay? That actually looks nice for you too. So here we go. Try again. So right or mikihami. We're here. We draw. Back. Good. Now, left hand comes underneath. Right hand is kind of get in there. Okay. Now, as my right foot steps, right elbow comes with it. Now, that left foot comes in, hip width apart. I then bend my knees or lower myself as much as I can, and then take that hip away to throw. Okay? When we do the actual throw, you won't hold on here. You actually let that and kind of go a little bit, just so you're nice to your partner. Okay?
If you demonstrate on that, keep them in the thing. It's just show where your feet are supposed to go relative to this stuff. And how it's supposed to come
Yeah.
up.
So
Don't you have to take them off and stand? Okay.
well, actually, I kind of do.
Okay.
Because if not, I'll bang my feet on the
Yeah.
on the metal. So as I'm here for this ikkyo position, again, he's got a joint there, so I can actually the elbow will be up. As I step in, my hip, for lack of a better term, my butt or my back gets onto my partner's front. I lower my hips and then throw them over with the lower part of my back. This part, the small end of my back, is ideally where I do my koshis.
So if you've got a shorter partner that you're trying to do, you have to really bend your feet. You have to get their center
Their
right
hips
on,
over.
yeah, their tummy has to be right on your back, or else you're gonna hurt yourself or something.
Yeah, and in which case then there's other koshis that we do instead.
Yeah.
And that's one reason I like to have I show a variety, because tall people, short people, people with good knees, people with bad knees, your koshis are going to be different depending on what your body can do. So last time, as we're here, we're got this ikkyo sabaki position. I step in and get essentially my hip or my butt or my back close to my partner's front. Then and then throw. So here we are, rocking that underneath. That yokomen comes in, we draw. There. That right hand comes up underneath. Here. Okay? Now, that's where our elbow is. So as we push it up, that our other elbow is going to come in, try to hit him in the face. Left foot goes with it. Right foot comes in, hip width. We lower or we bend our knees to get as low as we can. And then I like to take the hips away to throw my partner. Last one. Here we are, right underneath me. We draw. Front foot tenchin. Left hand comes up underneath. Here. This is ikkyo sabaki position. Ikkyo sabaki. Okay, so this right hand is pushing where their elbow is. It's going to push up as that elbow comes in. Right foot comes with it. Left foot gets hip width apart. Bend those knees. As you bend those knees, keep that extension, and then throw. Okay, Joe's away, please. Okay, thank you all very much, those of you in person as well as those of you online. Next, so this Saturday, the 9:30 to 10:30, we'll be doing boken work. And then on Sunday, Valentine's Day, remember that, we'll be doing Joe work from 1 to 2. So stay warm, stay safe, and have a good evening. Bye. So with that being said, let's go ahead and stand up and start touching on. Okay, so breathing and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Ich, ni, san, shi, ro, ro, chi, chi, hachi, hu, ju, shift shoulder, ich, ni, san, shi, ro, ro, chi, chi, hachi, hu, ju, arms forward, ich, ni, san, shi, ju, backwards, ich, ni, san, shi, ro, ro, chi, chi, hachi, hu, ju, cross, ich, ni, san, shi, ro, ro, chi, chi, hachi, hu, ju, and diagonals, ich, ni, san, shi, ro, ro, chi, chi, hachi, hu, ju, side to side, ich, ni, san, shi, ro, ro, chi, chi, hachi, hu, ju. Okay. So starting the right side, bring it all the way up and over and around. Once you get to your left, reverse each. Knee, reverse. San. Shi. Go. Ro. Chi. Chi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay. Grab your shoulders. Try to reach the ground. Up. Back. Forward. Up. Back. Forward. Up. And stretch back. Okay. And right side. Switch. Okay. Left your right side, come to your left heel. If you want a little more stretch, put that left hand behind that left foot, reach that right hand out to those left toes. Okay, up and switch. Right heel. And after stretch, put that right hand behind that right foot. Left hand to those right toes. Okay. Yep. Together, bend those knees. Rotate counterclockwise. Each, ni, san, shi, ro, ro, chi, chi, hachi, hu, ju. Clockwise. Each, ni, san, shi, ro, ro, chi, chi, hachi, hu, ju. Straighten out the legs. Bend out the waist. Bend those knees. Head up, shoulders up. Want to bring those hands up. Keep those feet nice and flat. Back nice and straight. Okay, straighten up the knees. Bend the waist. Bend those knees. Head is up. Shoulders are back. Spine is nice and straight. Keep those feet as flat as possible. Make sure the feet are in line with the knees and they're pointing forward. Okay, last one. Bend the, straighten up the legs, bend at the waist. Okay, bend those knees. Right. Head is up. Breathing. Okay. Down, six up. Yokoi wrist stretches starting ikkyo. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your elbows down as much as you can and try to bring everything right up your center. And starting ikkyo and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Now, other hand, same thing. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Ikkyo. Left pinky up. Bring that right thumb on top. Bring that pinky back to your nose. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Now same thing the other side. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, sankyo, left palm out. Grab on the other side, grab it nice and neat, and twist it out. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Same thing with your hand, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Kotegaeshi. Now make sure that other palm is flat on the back of that hand. You grab it underneath that thumb and turn it out towards that shoulder. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, so move the other hand. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Shihonage stretch. Okay, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Now same thing with the hand. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, shake those hands out. Okay, go to the front. Okay, keep those feet down, hand reach out to those toes. If you can't reach them, don't worry, just stretch up towards them. And up. Now, grabbing some part of your legs, hips, thighs, knees, calves, whatever, pull yourself in. Make sure your exhales go down. Hand reach out and pull. And up. Okay. Spread them as wide as is comfortable. Okay, both hands to the right side. Up. Both hands to the left side. Up. Okay, now as far to the middle as you can, comfortably. Don't stretch any further than you feel comfortable going. And up. Okay, so go ahead and do some ukemi. We'll go ahead and do it all from the ground. Just so we kind of refamiliarize ourselves, so to speak, with the mat or with whatever surface we happen to be on. Those of you here, you should have a nice little space, so you can actually take a full lane. Well, with the exception of the person in the middle. So you can go ahead and roll forward as far as you need, as well as back. So we'll go ahead and start with the forward roll. So the forward roll, slightly bladed to one side. I've got my right side forward. Those hands will come down. So my right hand will stay slightly forward. From here, I'll let that that right hand come all the way through. As I get that shoulder down, tucking that chin, my left foot kind of straightens out a little bit. Then coming on over, and I'll go over to my opposite or left hip. If I did a backward roll, it would be the exact opposite. I would start on my left hip and then rotate over to my forward shoulder, right to there. Okay? But for right now, we're just going to do a forward roll. So try to do both sides, right and left. Try to do as many as you can. I'm going to go ahead and do 10, and here we go. Each. Knee. Sun. Shi. Bow. Rook. Chichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Okay, one more, please. You're a little shoulder heavy, I guess is the best way to put it. You want to let your, this sounds really weird. You want to let your backhand come over. So instead of just trying to rotate around your shoulders as you're here, let that side just kind of, for lack of a better term, you get very technical, let it kind of flop over to begin with, so that you get the full rotation going forward, and then that way it should be the reverse of right. The next one we're going to do is the backwards roll. Okay, so and that's actually a great segue into our Ushiru ukemi or backward roll. So as we're here, seated, chin stays tucked. I'm sitting on my right hip. As I tuck, I'm going to throw everything actually over my left side. So now the hands come out, so not so tighten in. Have them come out a little bit. And then as you tuck, think of throwing everything over. That way, I don't want to say smoothly, but you move from your back hip to your forward shoulder. Now when you go forward, keeping those hands out there, you go from that forward shoulder to that back hip. So let's go ahead and try to do as many as you can. I'm going to go ahead and do 10 off in the seated position. Tuck that chin. You don't want that head to hit. And last little bit of advice. Please don't go straight back like a backward somersault. We're not trying to do handsprings or handstands. Same thing going forward. Okay, so here we go. So Ushiru ukemi or back rolls. Each. Knee. Sun. Chi. Wo. Rook. Chichi. Right. Ku. Ju. Okay, now that looks nice. Can I see one more, Jason? Okay. So your right side looks really, really nice. I think your left side. I can't do my left. Yeah, so your left needs a little bit of work. It's close. It's from what I can see when I'm doing my rolls, and I've seen, try to look back and see what you're doing. It looks like on your left side, you're starting to go over it. This is what I'm seeing. I don't know if this is what's happening. You start, and then it kind of comes right down the middle. Instead of it kind of continuing on that arc.
This shoulder is supposed to.
Yeah.
First, right?
Yeah, so what you're gonna do is, you're gonna really be on your right butt cheek. So I kind of over exaggerate, I get way over. That way, when I go to this side, my entire body has to rotate over to that side. There you go, that's it. And it's just getting a little bit more momentum and breathing and
Try
stuff.
to stay tough all the way through. Don't open up at the end until you check the other.
Yeah, you're really, really close. Yep, there you go, that's it. Bam, see? All right.
Thinking my left on either one of those.
Which, as I said, your back rolls actually look really nice. So now we just got to translate that to going forward.
Yeah, I used to be able to do the front and not the back, now I can do the back.
We'll say it's my fault. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a Joe.